catch signaled for and taken successfully. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Miller, the lone setback. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Second down, here's Osweiler. Caught, left side, Hopkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now. Blue, landing. Blue, leopard, leopard.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down. He finds Hopkins complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
DeQuell Jackson may not get the attention other inside linebackers get, but check his stats. Year in and year out, it may take him to the Pro Bowl.
Complete as the defense looks for the stop. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, it's Love. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Second down following the incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Phil Dorsett holds it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. In motion left goes Moncrief. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I still remember when Frank Gore came out of the University of Miami, and there were injury questions about him because of his knees. Guess what? He just had his 9th 1,000-yard season in 2016 with Indianapolis.
Yeah, that's something. It's an Indianapolis Colts franchise that the last few years has really struggled with guys running the football, but Gore picking him back up this year. He's 33. Larry Fitzgerald's 33. Those guys still producing.
And you know what the coaches say about both of them? They're the ultimate pros.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Defense showing blitz. Now it's left. And this is complete. It's out. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop that?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A shotgun snap for Love. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back in from Stanford there for the stop.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now Osweiler back into his end zone. Caught left side, Hopkins. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Brandon, if I told you in preseason that DeAndre Hopkins would have less than 1,000 receiving yards, would you have looked at me funny?
I would have. He's coming off a 1,500-yard season, and he's gotten better each and every year through the first 3.
And they have weapons around him now. Will Fuller can stretch the field. Braxton Miller, to get him back healthy, he can fly as well. They got Lamar Miller as a running back in free agency. They've got people who can stretch things open and get the ball to DeAndre Hopkins in open field, but he had a connection that wasn't very good with his quarterbacks this season.
And by the way, Charles, touchdown production dropped big time too. 11 last season, 4 this year. A first down carry now for Miller. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And speaking of Lamar Miller, up over 1,000 yards this season for the Houston Texans, 5 touchdowns as well. And the second time in his 5-year career, he topped the 1,000 mark.
And he did it missing 2 games due to injury, so just think of what the numbers could have been. But looking forward, he's such a versatile player. I would not be surprised if Bill O'Brien adds a little more to his plate in 2017 and throws the ball a little bit more to him out of the backfield. Get him into space and let him create bigger plays that way as well. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. First down, Osweiler. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Second and 10. It's Osweiler again. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. They come up in an offset eye. Osweiler will throw again. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And it's 4th and 4.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the possession switches to Indianapolis. Here come the Colts. As you look forward for them, after 3 11-5 campaigns, back-to-back 8-8 seasons, missing the playoffs. But it appears Chuck Pagano will be the head coach again. Many thought he might be on the way out.
He's staying. Brand new general manager in place. They'll have to work hand-in-hand together to keep improving the roster. But you just mentioned the back-to-back 8-8 seasons. In the AFC South, that only puts them about 1 game out of the playoffs. So they can make any type of improvement. They have a chance to get back into the playoffs where they were for the previous 3 seasons.
CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine. You know, it's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're starting to move in one direction. And then you have the OTAs and minicamps. You get to see them on the field for the first time. And we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 3rd and long. It's Lott. Backing up. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. Back deep for the Texans is Tyler Ervin. Play clock winding down. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans take possession. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Henry Anderson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Now Osweiler on second down. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now it's Locke. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
Never make the mistake with the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So the offense has it first and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Luck now to throw. And a reception made by Dante Moncrief. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Gore back there as the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something these last 2 minutes.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Partner into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, let's go. Watch the ship. Hurry, hurry.
Throwing on third down. through the contact. Incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Here's Pat McAfee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Well, soul searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. 56 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, and you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Gore back there as the lone setback. On 1st and 10, Locke. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, here's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try to get some more points.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On second down, here's Miller. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And 10, it's Osweiler. Caught left side, Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. The final shot before the break. Luck steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 3 hours. What's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Gore back there as the lone setback. Here's Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now they'll pitch it back to Gore. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. On the run, it's Robert Turbin. Calling a gain of 5. 4th down now. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to go. It's Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. It's Love. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. Hilton goes in motion right. For the red zone now. Love. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On second down, here's Locke. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Third and long, it's Locke. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. Dante Moncrief from 17 yards out. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So they're going to go for 2. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Luck will try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
First down. Escaping the pressure right. Right side caught Fedorowicz. The completion good for 3 and second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Osweiler on second down. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And it's third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Ought to be 6'7", be able to see over coverages into open windows. Brock Osweiler just did that with the slam route.
With that height, was also a great basketball player. Gonzaga, as you know, actually offered him a scholarship in high school for hoops.
Hard to believe he didn't take that. Decided he wanted to play football, and ultimately chose Arizona State because of the direct flights from his hometown of Montana into Phoenix, Arizona.
Is that true?
That's a true story.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Antonio Morrison in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert. On 3rd and inches. And the coach has decided.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination of whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Miller, the lone setback. Osweiler throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Time to establish the run game. It's Gore. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Play fake to Gore. It's Love. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On first down, it's Gore. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. One receiver left is Hilton. The throw on 2nd down is Love. Caught left side by Hilton. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 64 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Oh, my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well, back now in Indianapolis. Well, the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's the punter, McAfee, to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Osweiler. Completion left side to Miller. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Osweiler setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
A lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Now Osweiler. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It's complete to Fuller. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
A handoff, running left is Miller. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more, plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
Now Osweiler on second down. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And let's discuss. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run for it here. This is Prosch, the fullback. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
The big skin on his 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The fourth quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Jay Prosh punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking,
and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Luck now on second down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, it's Luck. Completes it to Moncrief outside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Down throw, Luck. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And on 2nd and 10 now. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll send Hilton in motion right. Back to the air. Luck on second down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried to deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Now it's Long. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. He's got time, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Osweiler to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take